Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a video dedicated to all the drugstore makeup that has gone viral on TikTok. There is a ton of great stuff out there. I recently did a video that was kind of similar to this. Wasn't drugstore focused though, it was mostly high-end actually. So I figured, you know what, I'm gonna gather all of the makeup that I have, drugstore affordable, and throw it on my face so you guys can see it in action, let you know my thoughts on it. I picked all my favorites. I will be talking about some drugstore options that I personally didn't care for that are viral at the moment, and I thought that would be fun too. So you're gonna know the hits, the misses, what I think is worth it in this video. So I hope you guys enjoy this idea. As I said, very similar to the last one, and you guys really enjoyed it. All affordable. So I cannot wait to get into this video. If you enjoy it, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Lets me know that you like this sort of content on my channel. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Hit the bell if you want to be notified of all my future videos. And let's hop into this tutorial. Starting off with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. This is a dupe for the Milk Grip Primer that I love. I've gone through a full size of the Milk one. So when I saw that e.l.f. was doing their version of it, I knew I had to get my hands on it. e.l.f. is super affordable and they have great products. So I actually haven't even tried this one yet. This is the only product that I haven't tried. I feel like it is slightly thinner than the Milk one. Has less color to it. Still has that tack, if you can see that. I'm just going to pat it onto the skin. I'm going to use this all over. Did get my brows and eyes started. There's no eyeshadow palettes. So just use a little bit of my bronzer that's viral in this video. And my brows are the same old same. Drugstore option. This is super tacky. Wow. I think this is actually tackier than the Milk one. My fingers actually get stuck and pull my skin. You can see that? It says to allow 30 seconds to set before applying makeup. I can definitely see why. It is super tacky. Another product from e.l.f. This blew up on TikTok. I'm sure you knew I was going to use this for this video. It is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. And this is great because you can use it all over the skin if you want a really light coverage and some glow, or you can mix it in with your foundation. You can use it just as highlight. The only issue I have with this product is the shade range. I am neither of these shades. I kind of fall in between. So I wish there was a middle shade between this because I have shade 3 and shade 4. So I have light, medium, and medium. And there's just a big jump between the two. And I definitely fall in the middle of that. So I'm going to be mixing these together. If you like this Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, great dupe for that. It has a little bit more coverage, a little less glow in my experience. Find this to be more perfecting. It's more flattering on my skin. I have texture in pores, so I do prefer this formula. It has a nice big doe foot applicator. So we're just going to mix the two on the skin. Start off with medium, then mix in light medium. And I do like to apply this with a brush. So you can see super pretty glow, very sheer in tint. Still a beautiful, beautiful product. Feel like this with a little bit of concealer for an everyday for me is perfect. And I'm going to use some foundation today on top. This would be also really good mixed in, and I recently got a new shade in this. You will see that I declutter this foundation in an upcoming video. I said I was going to repurchase because those are old, so I actually did that. So you get a little sneak peek at what I decluttered in that video. This is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Freshware Foundation. I got the shade 470, which is Radiant Honey. I'm hoping this matches me today. This is a beautiful foundation at the drugstore. I keep seeing ads for this though. It says it's a viral TikTok foundation product. I was worried this would be too pink, but I think this is gonna be perfect. Actually has a little bit more golden than I thought it did. So this is super thin. I do notice a fragrance with this though, which is unfortunate. It wears incredibly well. One of my favorite drugstore foundations. I would reach for this over my high end. I just haven't used this for a long time, and seeing this blow up on TikTok, that us on YouTube, we've already known about this. We've known about this foundation for quite some time. We knew it was good. It's just funny to see these drugstore foundations and products in general just blow up on TikTok when on YouTube we're ahead of the game, I feel. This is a nice medium coverage. I think it pairs beautifully with that e.l.f. product. Sits really nice on the skin. It doesn't look heavy or unnatural. So something that looks skin-like, wears a long time, is my favorite sort of foundation. That's what I'm looking for. And I can definitely build this up. So I'm gonna add a little bit more just to show you that you can build the coverage of this. Just so you know, if you use this foundation alone without that e.l.f. underneath, it is more perfecting and slightly more matte. The e.l.f. is definitely making this have more glow. It still looks beautiful though. I think the combination is lovely. Just to note, if you're gonna buy that separately, you're going to get just a little bit more perfecting qualities to it, which I personally really like. And this is a really good color for me too. Then for concealer, this also blew up on TikTok. It's the NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum, the shade beige here. And I like to apply this with a brush. I just pump out a little bit on the back of my hand. That is the consistency of it. For a serum, you'd think it would be a little bit more liquidy. It's not. It is thin, it just doesn't run, which is nice. So I'm just going to take a little bit on a brush. A brush keeps the coverage of this. This has a nice medium coverage. It plays nicely with any sort of foundation I use. e.l.f. and NYX can do no wrong on TikTok. It just looks nice and light and bright and healthy, super hydrated. As I said, a medium coverage, you're not gonna get full. You can see my spot here and how well it covers. You're still gonna see it through, but it looks really nice and natural. And I can see why so many people like it. Wears nicely, doesn't dry out the under eye, which at my age, I definitely need something hydrating. Then I find if it's hydrating, it sinks into my fine lines a little less. The dry concealers just look kind of crusty underneath my eye. Beautiful one if you've not tried this. One pump, I have way too much product, so I'm just gonna kind of spread this out over my face and maybe highlight my face a little bit with it, just to use it up. I love how the complexion is looking, just really youthful and hydrated. This is really popular right now on TikTok. I've had this for a while. This is from Essence. I feel like this has come in waves, this particular product. It's the Brighten Up Banana Powder. This has been around for a while. Only recently though on TikTok, people are really loving this. And this is because it smooths out the skin really nicely. So I'm going to use this just underneath my eye. You can see the comparison, and I can set this concealer. You can see how this mattifies the area, brightens it up, makes it more smooth looking. You can see the trough under this eye more in comparison. People use this all over their face as well. It's a little light for me, so I'm going to just use this underneath my eyes. Then for the rest of the face, I'm going to take the L'Oreal Infallible Freshware Foundation in a Powder. And people use this on its own as just a powder foundation, or they've been using it on top of the liquid, which I've seen on TikTok, so I wanted to do that. It's definitely going to mattify the skin and bring more coverage, so I like how it's looking now, but I wanted to use this in this video. I personally like this on top of a liquid foundation, so I do pair the two often. I just really like how the skin's looking with that e.l.f. glow, but it's gonna take it away. And the color I have is also Radiant Honey in this. So I guess I paired it nicely. I didn't realize I was Radiant Honey in the powder. Good thing I picked that one up. You can see how this mattifies everything. Less glowy, more perfected, more coverage, like way more coverage with this powder. But it's not heavy or cakey. Skin is looking more glam after that powder. And another product from L'Oreal that I actually purchased from Ulta. I got Steph to ship this over for me, but it is now available in Canada. So I did see this at Shoppers Drug Mart the other day. It is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible 24-Hour Freshware Bronzer. And this is currently my favorite bronzer. The color of this is perfection, super smooth. It is in 400 tan, and I cannot get enough of this. I love how both the bronzer and the powder have a mirror on it as well. So I'm just gonna use that same powder brush and start bronzing up the skin. This says it's waterproof as well. All I know is this is long wearing. So is the powder and that foundation. So my face is gonna be good to go. I won't even need to set myself with a setting spray and the e.l.f. gripping primer. My makeup should not be moving at all. Then for blush, currently the Pixie blushes in a stick are blowing up on TikTok. I actually did not care for those, and I wanted to talk about why. They are a little too emollient for me. Normally that would be a good thing, but they were emollient and sheer, and I like a little bit more pigment if it's going to be that emollient and blendable. So the formula wasn't my personal favorite. In the stick, people are just swiping it on the skin. With that sort of formula, I do find it best to use a brush on the compact. Packaging doesn't make sense for me, just how I'm using it. If you are swiping it on the go and that works for you, that's great. They are a little bit pricey because Pixie's a little bit more pricey at the drugstore. They just weren't my favorite, and I would much prefer grabbing these because these can be used over top of powder as well. A completely set face, and that's what I wanted to show you in this video. And they're the e.l.f. Putty Blushes. So initially, the shade Bora Bora went really popular on TikTok. It is one of those pink shades that people absolutely love. I wanted to try out a new shade. For me, I haven't used Fiji before. And look at this color. I just thought it would be fun to do. You know, try something new today. This will give a punchy look to the cheeks. I'm just excited to try it. So I'm going to initially go in with a brush. Just go light-handed because this color will be quite pigmented on me. And I'm hoping this gives that sun-kissed look. That's just lightly on the skin. And that looks really pretty to me. I'm glad I went with this color. Just building it up a bit more. For the eyes, this is my favorite waterproof mascara at the drugstore. It is the Essence Lash Princess. And this one, either the regular or waterproof, doesn't really matter. People love this. This gives great volume and length. Also going to be pairing this with a viral lash that I'm sure you've seen if you watch makeup TikTok. There's a couple more Essence products that I've recently seen on TikTok. They haven't gone viral yet. They're fairly new that I wanted to go into Shoppers and see if I could get my hands on them. So maybe I'll do a little haul soon if you guys want to see that. I haven't done a shop with me for a while. And this mascara is even better when it dries out slightly. Mine's at the perfect stage right now. What I also like about this mascara is that it's waterproof, but it's not a waterproof that's hard to remove, which is why I always don't pick waterproof mascaras. This one I actually find fairly easy to remove, but when you don't want it to go anywhere, it doesn't. So it's perfect for me. I hate having to really go in and try and get the mascara off my lashes at night. Let me know if you've experienced that with this as well, because I do find it's easy to remove for a waterproof mascara. Maybe that's why people like it as well. At least that's what I've noticed. These on TikTok, I see everyone wearing them. A couple girls that I follow who are makeup people on TikTok. Also from Kim Kardashian, her makeup artist used these on her. I did a whole video also following Kim K's makeup look, and these were in that video, so you might remember them from there. These are pretty. They're not my favorite. I find them to be a little too dramatic for my eyes. I feel like they're too big and heavy for me. They're not my favorite kiss lash. I can see why so many people like them. I typically don't wear lashes like this anymore. Probably even just 3 years ago, I would wear lashes like this. But I've gone for more of a natural corner lash. So these ones you'll see on my eyes, they're a little bit heavy, but I wanted to show you them in this video to see if maybe you want to pick up the style ruffle. Kiss lashes are some of my absolute favorite, and I do feel like they have better styles that are better suited for my eyes. They have a really nice curated wispy collection, which I think is really pretty, that I always recommend those. Just trying to size it on my eye. They're intense. So I'm just gonna quickly go off camera, put these on, and be back to finish off the face. Those lashes, super big and dramatic, very pretty, super fluttery. I'm just going to add a little bit of mascara on my lower lashes just to balance everything out. This is a nice brush for the lower lashes too, because it's a little bit thinner at the end. So find it easy to apply. Then the last thing we have to do is lips. And I recently purchased these two products from Nyx, and I couldn't wait to test them out. I bought a bunch of stuff from Nyx that I'm playing around with. This is the Line Loud Lip Pencil in Global Citizen. And I saw the McKnight twins talk about this lip pencil color to be similar to the KKW Nude 1, I think. I have Nude 2. I love her lip pencils, and I cannot wait for KKW Beauty to come back. This I've been using a couple days now, and I really do like the color and the wear of it. This lasts all day on my lips. This actually reminds me a lot of the Charlotte Tilbury formula. a little bit more dry. Charlotte's slightly more creamy, but this is still creamy, but not to the point where it's gonna bleed everywhere. So I'm just gonna quickly line my lips and not talk because that's presenting an issue. And then I will show you my gloss. Such a nice everyday color for me. And then for gloss, I saw these on TikTok. They're the NYX This Is Milky Gloss, and I got the Milk Honey. This kind of has a scent or flavor of caramel, this one. A little bit. Definitely sweet, if you like a sweet smelling gloss. And this one's super nude. So I like to just blend it into that lip liner and just apply a little bit of this. So there you have it. This is my full face of viral drugstore makeup that I discovered on TikTok that I wanted to show you on YouTube. You've seen a bunch of these on my channel sporadically here and there, but I wanted to put it all into one video for those of you who are interested and whether these products are worth it or not. Definitely most are in my experience. Others just didn't work out for me, like the Pixie blushes, but so many people obviously love them. So definitely personal opinion, but these were all my favorite picks that I've seen go viral on TikTok that I wanted to show you on YouTube. So I hope you guys enjoyed this super simple look. These are all products that I would reach for and repurchase. They're just beautiful, beautiful products, and I hope you guys check them out. It's definitely nice to find some affordable options at the drugstore that look and perform just as good, if not better, than high-end makeup. I'm all about finding some good drugstore products, so this is always a fun video idea to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed me testing these out for you in full. If you like this sort of video, be sure to give it a thumbs up so I know to do more of these in the future, and I'll definitely do that for you guys. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and spending some time with me today. If you have not already, I would love for you to join my family here on YouTube by hitting the red subscribe button, the bell if you want to be notified of all my future videos, and I will see you guys in my next one.